In this video, we are going to recreate this classic image shot by Richard Avedon. When we talk about legends like Avedon, whose career has spanned for over 4 decades, it is very difficult to pinpoint a style, as they always keep on evolving in every era.
That being said, his early studio fashion work in the 80s usually involved using a reflective umbrella as his main light. For our shoot, we used a 120cm octabox without a diffuser to make it work like a silver umbrella. We pointed the light at the model's face at an angle that no light reached the background. This was done in order to make the background darker and create a contrast with our pale yellow snake. This by far has been the most satisfying shoot I've ever done, and yet again proves the point, it's not about the gear, but the talent that you work with.
Let's take a look at the final result.
We are in Photoshop, and this is one of my favorite shots where everything fell perfectly in place at the exact same time. I will try to keep the retouching very minimal with this image. Let's start with the skin. Step 1 is healing. The panel creates a layer and selects the spot healing brush, and all I have to do is dab over the blemishes. While I'm at it, I'm also going to clean some dirt from my background. I'll perfect this later with the color dodge and burn process. Now I'm going to click on the midland smoothing and paint very subtly over the skin areas. Let me just fine tune the blur intensity. Much better. I'll continue with the rest of her body, especially on the rough areas. Okay, now for some color dodge and burn magic. I start by pressing Alt or Option to choose a highlight shade and paint softly to create highlights. My brush is usually at 10 to 30% flow for this. I always use the fade tool to adjust the opacity of every brush stroke. This technique lets you paint below the texture of the image, making it look very natural. With this technique, I can also match the skin tones. Now I'm going to do the same with the background, just to even out the tones. With the skin saturation mask, I'm going to tone down the saturated skin tones, mainly in the face and the arms. Now I'm going to click on tone mapping to mute the shadows and the highlights slightly. Next, I'm going to click on dodge to enhance the highlights in the eyes and some areas of the skin. Finally, I'm going to add film grain and reduce the intensity slightly so that it blends perfectly with the image. If you wish to convert it to a black and white image, simply click on the black and white S-curve button on the panel. You can also add a tone like sepia and then fine-tune the contrast using the S-curve layer opacity. And here is Avedon's original image and the one we just shot.
If you have any questions regarding this shoot, make sure to leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching.